Hello everyone, let's practice IELTS Academic Writing Module. Let's begin with task 1. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. The maps below shows the village of Stokeford in 1930 and 2010. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparison where relevant. Write at least 150 words. Here we are comparing the changes over 80 years. Let's analyze step by step. Key points to be included. 1930, it's a rural village. West, shops and post office. East side we have primary school, farmland, garden and large house. In the south we have river stroke, farmland. In the north we have bridge plus road. Next, in 2010, it is urbanized. Now let's look into the same places like post office, primary school, bridge, road, river. And the next, the places which have been removed: shop, farmland, gardens. And the added one or changed: many new houses, no farmland, gardens, retirement home, replaced large house. Let's see a sample answer. The maps compare the structural development and the transformation of a village called Stokeford between 1930 and 2010. A glance at the map revealed that the Stokeford village in 1930 had a fewer houses and extended farmland but witnessed rapid housing development afterwards. As is observed, Stokeford village is located at the east of the river Stoke. Parallel to this river, the main road has connected a bridge in the farthest northeast side of the village in both maps. A few houses on the both sides of the road, two shops, a post office on the west side of the road were present in this village in 1930. Besides an elementary school, a large garden, and a connecting road to the bridge were on the east of this village. Two large farmlands were quite visible in the early maps which disappeared in the later one. The 2010s map reveals that the post office, the bridge, and the primary school remained unaltered, though the school building was enlarged. The shop disappeared and the garden with many of its trees was compressed to building more accommodation facilities. The large houses was converted to a retirement home with some extension to its structure. On top of that, the number of houses increased remarkably, and these houses were built on the previously existing farmland and the garden. Task 2. First, let's examine the question carefully. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. The gap between the rich and the poor is increasingly wide as rich people become richer and the poor people grow poorer. What problems could this situation cause? What are the solutions to address those problems? Give reasons for your answers and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. Here the question has two clear parts. One is of problems caused by wealth gap widening, and next, solutions to fix those problems. Now let's look into the brainstorming ideas. First one for problems: social unrest, like crime, protests, rights. The next one, health inequality. Poor cannot afford healthcare, rich live longer. Education divide. Rich kids are doing their schooling in private schools and the poor kids are remaining as dropouts. Next, political corruption. Rich buy influence, poor lose voice. And the next ideas for the solutions: progressive taxation. Rich pay more, fund welfare. Free education, healthcare. It is for leveling playing field. Next, job programs. Skill training for poor youth. Minimum wage laws, like stop exploitation. Now let's see a sample answer. In recent decades, income inequality has intensified with the wealthy accumulating greater fortunes while the poor struggle to make ends meet. This disparity poses significant challenges to society and requires concerted efforts to mitigate its effects. One major problem is social unrest, as the underprivileged feel increasingly marginalized when the rich flaunt their opulence through luxury lifestyle. It breeds resentment among those trapped in poverty, potentially leading to protest or crimes. For instance, in India, where I live, the stark contrast between Mumbai's billionaires' enclaves and its prowling slums has fueled frequent demonstration, eroding social cohesion and straining law enforcement resources. Another issue is hindering economic growth. A concentration of wealth in few hands reduces overall customer spending, as the poor lack disposable income to drive demand. This creates a vicious cycle, exacerbating unemployment and slowing productivity. In the United States, the top 1% now hold more wealth than the bottom 90%. Economists link to stagnant GDP growth in the recent years. To address these problems, governments must implement progressive taxation and wealth redistribution policies. Higher tax on the affluent could fund essential services like free education and healthcare, empowering the poor to break the poverty cycle. Scandinavian countries such as Sweden exemplify this approach. Their robust welfare systems have narrowed inequality, fostering stable and prosperous societies. Additionally, investing in education and skill training is crucial. By providing vocational programs, authorities can equip low income individuals with marketable skills, boosting employability. I have seen this work locally where government sponsored IT courses in my neighborhood have transported many youth from jobless to self sufficient enterprises. In conclusion, widening wealth gaps threaten social harmony and economic vitality, but targeted fiscal policies and education initiatives offers viable solutions. Now it's your turn to share your response. Comment below with your answers and I will provide the band score along with the improvement tips. Thanks for watching and follow us for more videos.